I'm Mr. Stephen by name. I've come here to buy fuel now, and I saw that the fuel is too cost, very, very high. Let them try the way to bring this thing down so that we can meet up what we're supposed to do as a Nigerian.
In Nigeria, ongoing fuel scarcity crisis have caused significant hardship for Abakaliki City residents in Ebonyi. Long queues and shortages at fuel stations have become a daily reality for many, causing difficulties in both personal and business life.
My name is David, known as Major One. The situation is scaring. If we continue like this in this country, I don't think we can cope for too long. Now, my major concern is this: why is there fuel scarcity?
Many factors have caused the crisis, but according to many experts, the primary issue is the lack of investment in the downstream sector of the oil and gas industry.
I was in Abuja last week. I bought fuel from NNPC at the rate of 186. How come we are buying at outrageous price, 3 something in the east? If this country is one, we should tackle this thing. Now my business have stopped because the price of things has increased tremendously that we cannot even purchase. And the one we have, we are afraid of selling them because we don't know what will be the increment when we go back to the market. Seriously, this government has failed us. And if truly this is one Nigeria, what is happening in Abuja should be happening in the east. The northerners is not passing through what we are passing in the east. So the government should tackle this in once for all. I don't see reason why we are the country that produce fuel and we are still the people suffering for the same fuel we produce. Please, the government should wake up. Thank you.
This has led to inadequate refining capacity, resulting in a shortage of fuel for domestic consumption. This situation is further exacerbated by the fact that a large portion of the fuel consumed in Nigeria is imported. The country is facing financial difficulties that makes it difficult to pay for these imports.
Most especially, I want to easy. Good luck, Jonathan. I think 170 something naira or maybe 8 something naira. I see the year she came back. I bet will easy from 7 something naira to 100. I change not give it back. It's about today instead and they raise it at 350 to some police station 370. And little one no man's ways yourself. Nka budi wem. Ebe about fuel 3,000 kweshi koju tank go manju. Ebe charge passenger say na manye gega. So here at the Roma. Amari here go make at least all go na area 200. This year dem ma. Nka o na area 350 liter at the Roma. Other I ma. Ebe about 3,000 ke ba jo fuel. E charge passenger say na manye go the gega. So reduce the fuel to level of 100 naira so that we can afford it, and I will teach you what you're going to hear. Also, machine can you machine.
An interview conducted by our correspondent, Lucas cited a lack of government intervention as the primary cause of fuel scarcity. They expressed frustration at the time the money spent trying to find fuel and the negative impact on productivity and income. One resident recounted how fuel scarcity is affecting productivity and revenue.
Ezogo Igariwe is my name. Concerning the fuel increment, well, it's bad for the poor masses. Only a few of us can afford to buy fuel at 350. Some places they sell for 450. And I hope that with time, they'll bring down the cost of petrol. And if not, a lot of people will park their vehicles. Because of the price of fuel, cost of transportation has shot up ×2 of what it's supposed to be. So I pray and I hope that the economy will get better and that 2023 will be a great year for all of us. Well, I own a production company, so the price of diesel also, a lot of companies are shutting down because it's difficult to have your production going on with the price of diesel also. So it's also make price of commodities more expensive for us, especially those of us in the production company. Thank you.
The crisis has also significantly impacted daily life, with many people having to wake up early to join queues at filling stations, sometimes spending the entire day without success. One resident described the situation as a nightmare. The fuel scarcity is affecting individuals and businesses, especially transportation and logistic companies, which rely heavily on fuel.
Seriously, I'm very angry with Nigeria government because it's really affecting most of us travelers. We that buy and sell and import things to Lagos and bring back to our states. We really need the fuel to go down. The fuel scarcity is too much. It's just too much. We can't bear it. Now, I cannot be answering transport that it should be like, let me say 12,000 naira. It's 22,000 naira to Lagos State. January, why is it like that? So the government should please try and please reduce the fuel scarcity and please make Nigeria to be happy. And we don't need Buhari on seat again. Thank you.
This leads to increased cost, delivery delay, and ultimately loss of revenue for these companies. Residents called on the government to intervene to help in the situation. Industry experts have called on the government to invest more on the downstream sector, building more refineries and ensure that the fuel is distributed fairly across the country.
My name is Mrs. Grace Ugu and I'm a civil servant. But since we came in this January, it has become more difficult. At least in December we bought 250, 260 per liter. But this time around we are buying up to 350, 400 some, but I can see here it's around 300 and so I can't even say, I think 350. So I say even if it is 10 liters, let me come and buy to tie through. And going to work here has becoming seriously difficult. I work at Iko. Yesterday we paid 1,500 to and fro commercial because we couldn't get fuel for the day. Couldn't even find at all. On Monday we went around, we couldn't even find filling station working at all for us to buy. So some people were able to buy black market. I was not able to buy. It has not been easy. And we were paid 2 months salary last year, November, December. So and we spent everything. Now it's more difficult for us. It's really very difficult, and I don't know how other people are managing. But for me it's difficult. And we are paying school fees this January for our children. So brother, that's all I have to say.
They also urge the government to devise a long-term solution to the problem, such as diversifying the country's energy source to reduce dependence on fuel and implementing policies that will help stabilize the domestic fuel market.
Let them help us and tell the government that let them reduce the price of the fuel so as to be able for us to buy and also to be having our own gain as well.
If there is anything that we can do to make sure that this Nigeria come back to the name that they give them before as a good one Nigeria, let them do it, because we are no longer good. We are no longer happy for ourselves. Talk more of the Nigeria. The fuel, we are not even happy for the people that are selling the fuel. If you buy 1 liter of, if you carry 1,000 naira, you can even succeed to buy like 1 liter and a half.
As the fuel scarcity crisis in Nigeria continues to cause significant problems for residents of Abakaliki and other states, many believe that a lack of investment in the downstream sector is the leading cause. The government must address this issue.
The thing is biting hard and nobody is talking because they have stolen our money and put in their pocket.
How is fuel scarcity affecting you? Share your experience in the comment section. Thanks for watching.